Hey guys, it's Alicia here, and I normally don't share stuff like this. I do, you know, periodically dabble in like some mixed media and, other things besides 12 by 12 scrapbooking, and I normally don't share them just because, I don't know, I just don't, but this is a tag that I did, and basically I did this because I wanted to play with these Prima chalk edgers. And so that was my goal in playing with this, and then I just kind of got carried away playing with mediums and stuff and different things that I have, and so I just thought I would share it. So anyways, this is just a normal number 8 shipping tag from Ranger, and it's a manila one, and I just started off with some distress inks. I think I used Stormy Sky, Shabby Shutters, Milled Lavender, and Spun Sugar. And I just distressed the tag and then wet it and, dried it and all of that. And then I went around the edges with this Shabby Tote Chalk Resist edger. And these are by Prima, and I'm sure lots of you have them, but they are a lot of fun. And these are the permanent ones, so once they dry, no matter if you take, get it wet or put something over it or whatever, it's not, moving around. So, hi honey, good morning. So, yeah, I went around with that, and then what I did is I took the Prima Damask stencil, which is in my sink, I think, still, and I took, okay, one second, honey. Then I took some, if you can see, I did some here, and I did some up here, kind of see it there, and I did some in this bottom corner, and I use this, Wendy Vecchi embossing paste, and this is the translucent one, so it's see-through. That's Miss Olivia. So it's see-through, and then I put this holographic embossing powder from Ranger over the top of it while it's still wet, and then I actually dried it right then. Usually you can let it dry on its own and then emboss if you put embossing powder over it, but I did it right away and it kind of puffed up. I don't know. There, yeah, there you see. It's not super crisp. It kind of puffed up like if you were to heat like an acrylic paint or something like that. And I actually really liked that effect. And then as it dries, it becomes clear. And with that holographic embossing powder, it just let the color below shine through still while still giving it like a really pretty effect. So then I took my Frontage and I took this white one right here. And I just sprinkled that in the 3 areas that I had stenciled in and heated that from the bottom. And then I went over all of it with my, I don't know if this is texture paste, but basically what I do is I take gesso and I take this Tim Holtz Distress Dry Glitter and I mix it in with it. So it gives it texture, and then at the same time when it dries, you can pick up kind of a sparkle on it. I don't know if my camera will pick it up, especially because everything else is so glittery, but it's really, really cool. And you'll actually see that in an upcoming project that I have, the actual shine of it. So yeah, so I did that, and then what I did is I took these little fairies, and these are Greeting Farm, and I just have the smaller ones in the photopolymer set, and this is what it looks like, and I don't know what it's called. I'm not sure what it's called, but yeah, that's what it is. And I took 2 of them, and I put them on some Tim Holtz Distress watercolor paper, and I attempted to do some coloring with my distress markers, some watercoloring, but my coloring choice is Prismacolor, so coloring with markers and watercolors is pretty new to me. I've had Copics and stuff for a while. I mean, I don't have an abundance of them, but I have like some skin tones and some hair colors and things like that, but I just I don't know. Sometimes I get frustrated practicing with them, so I revert back to the Prismacolors, but I do enjoy practicing with the distress markers because they're a fun, you know, medium to use. So anyways, I'm rambling. Sorry about that. So then I took this butterfly on the edge die from Tim Holtz, and I cut that out, and let me show you what I used for that, because I recently got this. We have a craft store here in Minnesota, a really large one, and they have lots of things that you can't find at even, you know, like local scrapbook stores or like definitely Michael's or Joann's. So anyways, I picked up this Do Crafts Paper Mania paper pack, and it's an A5, and it says it's designed especially for Bellissima. And but I mean, you can kind of see the designs and the colors. It's really, really pretty, and it was $5 with 40% off of that because they were having like a clearance special. And they even had like, I wish I would have found some Gorgeous Girl stamps because I don't have any, and I'm like dying to get some. But I found like some gorgeous stuff there, so I don't know if it just didn't sell there, and so they decided to clearance out. But it was crazy. They had like 8x8 gorgeous scrapbook albums for like $3. They had a lot of the decoupage kits for like $1.19. So I didn't find any stamps. I wish I would have, but one day I'll get some. So anyways, okay, there I go rambling again. So I cut that out, and then I used another Prima chalk edger, and I used this one, which is in Old Rose. And I just went around the butterflies with that, and then I followed up with that Old Road on top of it, and then of course the texture paste. That's on everything on here except for the fairies. And I also popped them up on cardboard, so they kind of stand off of the tag a bit. And then I just did a cluster down here, you know, and some Spellbinders die cuts out of that same paper. And I have a Martha Stewart butterfly here, and the other two from that punch are right here. And I have a stick pin that I made, oh my gosh, like months and months and months ago, and it just has been sticking into like this thing on my desk. And so I just looked up and I was like, oh, maybe I'll just throw that in here. I'm not a pro, you know, a good stick pin maker. I think I've made like 5 in my whole life. So I have a what do you call it, a crochet thing back here, and then, you know, another little cluster up here. And then on the top, I just tied some fibers up there and attached this bobble. I actually don't even have jump rings, so I just took some wire and some round nose plier thingies, whatever they're called, and just, you know, attached it that way. Kind of fashioned one, I guess, but I've had these baubles forever. I got them at Big Lots probably 8 months ago, and so I decided to throw one on there. And then these letters are the Studio Calico wood veneer letters, and then I just inked them up also with the Old Road and the, what is that called? Old Rose. Old Road, Old Rose. Shabby Tote. I don't know why I keep calling it. It's not Old Rose. Any Old Road. Anytime I said Old Road, it was Shabby Tote. So, yeah, and then like I said, there's texture paste on everything. And so I just thought I would share with you some other, you know, little things that I do, you know, when I'm not 12 by 12 scrapbooking. Oh my goodness, sorry about that. I'm on my phone instead of my camera, so it's a bit more awkward for me, but so yeah, that's what I came up with. Oh, and then on the back I also covered it with paper. I don't know if I'm going to end up giving this to my older daughter and, you know, write some, you know, something for her here. But, yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching, and thanks for listening to me babble. Bye. And I hope you like it. Bye.